Hi everybody, my name is Z. I'm from Wonder Spark Puppets, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own pig puppet that you can use when you are doing your own show of the Three Little Pigs. And you can make each of your pigs have different colored pants so that you know which pig is which. And it's very simple and it's easy to make out of things that you already have at your house. So let's go ahead and get started and look at what we're gonna need to make our really cute pig puppet. Look, he's even got a cute little tail. So the materials we're gonna need today are one toilet paper tube roll, some construction paper. I happen to be using pink for the pig and then some orange for the pants, but you can use whatever colors you want. A popsicle stick if you want to be able to hold your pig up like this, but you don't have to have a popsicle stick if you don't want to do it that way, or if you don't have one. A black marker, tape, a glue stick, a pipe cleaner, optional but super cute for the tail, scissors, and another optional thing, googly eyes, but I love googly eyes and I have them, so I'm going to use them. But if you don't, you can just use a marker and draw your eyes in. Okay, let's go ahead and get started making our pig puppet. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to clear off our workspace a little bit. We're going to take our toilet paper tube roll and take your pink paper. I didn't have a full piece of pink. Because I don't have a full piece of pink because I'm going to use this scrap pink that I have. I have a scrap paper drawer that I always go to whenever I'm making a project to see if there's paper the size that I already need, and this pink is perfect for what I need. So I'm going to line up my toilet paper tube roll at one of the edges and then roll, roll, roll until it touches the paper on the other side. And right around where it's touching and a little bit further out, I'm going to make a mark. And I'm going to make that mark a couple of times. And then I'm going to unroll. Okay? And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my toilet paper tube again, line it up again on this back edge here. So the edge of my roll is lined up with the edge of the construction paper. And I'm going to make a mark here and roll, and here and roll, and make one more mark right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect all these marks to make one big rectangle that I am going to cut out with my scissors. So you see my rectangle, and that is what I'm going to use to cover my tube with. There we go. Now keep this pink handy because we're going to use that again in a moment. Now you're going to take your pink and you're going to roll it around the tube until it touches the other side. And then line it up so that it has a nice flat top and a nice flat bottom, and you can see the seam right there. And I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to tape that seam down. So put tape on one side and the other side and push and rub that tape down. And that's how we're going to connect the construction paper to the tube. So again, you see the one seam here, or the one side here and the other side there. There's the seam. You want to put tape on both sides so that it really connects, just like that. Okay? And now it's pink. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some ears. So go ahead and take that scrap of pink that you're still working with and cut off a little rectangle from that. And then just cut 2 triangles out. So there's one triangle. There's 2 triangles. Whoop. And a triangle is a shape that has 3 sides and 3 angles. So there are my 2 triangles. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue stick, and because these shapes are small, I'm actually going to take the shape to the glue stick, put the shape on, and kind of wipe the glue onto the back of my shape. And then with the point pointing up and the seam to the back, so here's my seam here, so that's going to be the back, I'm going to put one ear on, like that. See? And then I'm going to do the same thing, wipe some glue on there from my glue stick, and put the other ear on. Just like that. And I kind of push them down, and they're there. There are my two ears. And again, that seam where we taped is at the back of the puppet, okay? So now the next thing we're going to do is draw on some eyes. Now you can either use a marker and draw on your eyes, or if you have googly eyes, you can use those. I'm going to use my googly eyes because they're so fun. Make sure that if you want them to be the same shape that you, in the same size, that you double check. My googly eyes are multiple sizes, so you always want to make sure that you are using the same size. If that's what you want, maybe you're making a crazy pig and he has different sized eyes, he or she. So I'm just going to take off the little sticker backing on the backs of these eyes and put my eyes on. But again, you can draw on some eyes with your black marker. So there are my eyes, just like that. Oop, one looks a little low. No problem, easy fix. There. Now they look like they're even. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, go back to your pink scrap again. I'm going to cut out another little shape, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into a circle shape. And if it's not a perfect circle, that's okay. Mine might actually be a little bit more of an oval. But this is going to be the pig's nose, his snout, right? And pigs kind of have, they don't really have a perfect circular snout, so it's really okay if yours is looking like an oval. I think that looks great. And you can decide how big or small you want it to be. You know, I kind of usually hold mine up and say, is that the size I want? I think I want it a little bit smaller, not much though, because you want it to be able to stand out and be a prominent feature on your pig. So I have my little circle there. I'm going to take my black marker and put 2 dots. 1, 2. And now I'm going to take that circle, again, wipe it onto my glue stick to get some glue on the back there, and then place it on my puppet, just like that. Push, 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 and then take my black marker, and I have a smiling happy pig, so I gave him a tiny little smile, just like that. Now, my pig needs some pants. So we are going to do the same thing that we did before, well, very similar, with the pink and covering the tube with this orange to give the pig some pants. And I'm going to put the cap back on my glue stick because I think I'm done with my glue stick. I am done with my glue stick. Awesome. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to line up approximately where I want the pants to end up on the pig. I think right about here is good. And in fact, I could even look at my other one. If you've already made one, you can kind of say, oh, I want them to be about the same height. So line that up and then make a mark with your pen or pencil on the paper where your toilet paper tube ends, right here. And then we're just going to roll that up. Okay, roll, roll, roll until the orange touches itself. And then right around there, give it a little extra space because you don't want to have any seams or anything where the pink is sticking out. Make another mark right there. Okay, and now what I can do is kind of go across here and then down like this. And then I have a nice long rectangle. I drew it kind of lightly, but you can see it. My nice long rectangle. And I'm gonna take these scissors and just cut that out. And this long rectangle will be the pants for my pig. Pig pants. Just like that. So I wrap it around the bottom and bring it around to the back. And time for more tape. Take a piece of tape and tape that seam down. Oop, my tape is a little long, and I'm going to shift the pants to where the seam is in the middle, and there we go. You can tape the pants to the back of the pink as well to make sure that they don't move around. So we have our pink pig with orange pants, and now our pig needs a cute little piggy tail. So I'm going to use this pink pipe cleaner that I have and cut off, it's about 3 inches or so. It's not very long. If you don't have anything to measure with, it's about the length of my pinky, so an adult's pinky. And I am curling it a little bit on the end. If you want to curl it around something, you could also use a pen or a pencil and curl it around, right? And then at the very end, what I want you to do is to take this end piece here and turn it up at a complete angle. We call that a 45-degree angle, so that it's nice and bent straight up, okay? And then you don't even need to tape this. Check this out. You're going to tuck it in between your construction paper and the tube on the back of your puppet. And it should be nice and snug in there, and you can shove it in a little bit further and curl it, and there is your little tail at the back of your puppet, and he still will sit very nicely on a table. Now if you want to make your pig puppet have a stick, what you'll do is you'll take your popsicle stick, take a piece of tape, put that tape on the popsicle stick first, and then I like to tape to the back of the puppet. So take your puppet, make sure that the tape is, the sticky side is going to be going onto the toilet paper tube roll. Put it inside the puppet just like this. Push it down and then push down that tape on the inside. And I like doing it at the back because then, I'll show you up here, then if you're performing on a surface, they can look like they're walking on that surface without it seeming like they're not on the surface, right? Because they have that overlap. So that's why I like to have the stick at the back. So thank you all so much for making our pigs together today. I hope that you make some pigs of your own at home. And if you do, send us a comment in this video and show us a picture of your pig puppets. We love to see the creations that everyone is making at home. Or you can message us through Facebook Messenger on our Facebook page, or you can even send us an email. If you like this kind of online content and you want to see more things like this, please visit wondersparkpuppets.com. There's lots of different ways that you can support us and let us know that you like this kind of thing that we are offering. We do workshops weekly, and we have all different kinds of puppetry content and free shows every single Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.